Folks, good morning and welcome to Steve the Drummer at YouTube.com, where we're bringing yesterday's music into tomorrow. Today I've got a little bit of a different kind of video for you today, and I've really debated about how to address this and whether or not to put this out there. But if you're following me on other social media sites, and you've probably already seen this somewhere else, in the interest of pure transparency, I just want to go ahead and lay it all out there. As fate would have it, folks, I have been diagnosed with cancer. And so I want to talk a little bit today about the journey that has unfolded and what I see potentially in the future here. So throughout most of last year, 2022, I had some random swelling in my neck that was a little bit disconcerting, I guess, but it was never enough. It never rose to a level that motivated me to go to a doctor. And so in January of this year, I found myself with a day with some random free time on my hands and some unexpected free time. And so I went to my general practitioner, my general doctor, and she kind of felt around in my neck and concluded that there was a lump there that needed to be looked at. And so she lined me up with some testing, with some ultrasounds and with a CAT scan. And that ultimately led to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, which led to a biopsy, which led to a cancer diagnosis in the very latter part of March. So we're a little bit into this now. At the point of me recording this video, we're into mid-May. So basically, it was I went to the doctor initially in January, and then got the full diagnosis in March, and we started treatment in early May. And not to get too technical about the thing, what I have basically is a squamous cell carcinoma. It's in my neck, and it's in a couple of places in my neck, and the treatment plan is very aggressive. We're doing both radiation and chemotherapy. All my treatment started in early May, and I'm a couple of weeks into it now. By the time this video posts, I'll be several more weeks into it. Treatment plan is expected to last a total of 6 or 7 weeks, and then another probably at least 6 to 8 weeks on the backside of that for recovery. So what does all that mean? Well, it's pretty easy in a situation like this to be very reflective and to kind of step back and take a look at life and what does all this stuff mean to you. And if anything, I would like to try to draw as many positives out of that as I very possibly can. So as far as just directly related to like my YouTube channel, well, all my videos are pre-recorded. So even though all this has gone on in the background over the last 4 or 5 months or so, really nothing has changed on my YouTube channel. In fact, I probably increased my output a little bit. And like I say, that's my plan right now, is to stay as active as I possibly can, to pre-record as much stuff as I can and keep content coming out. Also too, I probably have more free time on my hands, so I'm probably watching other people's videos more and trying to be more constructive and comment and participate more in the YouTube ecosystem in that way. As far as work, some of you know, some of you don't know, I'm an airline pilot by trade. That's how I earn. That's my day job, and I can't fly with a cancer diagnosis. I have to either get a clean bill of health, or I'll be permanently retired. But hopefully we'll be able to work through this situation and get a clean bill of health, and I'll be able to return to work next year. I'm optimistic that. Like I said, the treatment plan should run me into the middle to latter part of June, and then most of the summer to recover, and then most of the fall to work with the FAA to try to reinstate all my licenses and stuff like that, and hopefully be back on board with my company sometime early in 2024 is my thought process right now. But obviously all that stuff's out there. Right, it's kind of abstract out there right now. My main focus has to be just to survive and to get through this situation. Important takeaways. We live in a divisive world. We live in a world where a lot of people find reasons not to get along and to say negative things and all this, that, and the other, and we need to get away from that. This is a time to draw your friends close and draw your enemies even closer. I think that there's a whole lot more in the world to agree about and to come together about than there is to argue about. And then I guess the last thing I would say is, if anybody has any lingering health issues out there that they think that may be something but they haven't done anything with or addressed, it would probably be a good time. I want to be really careful about how I phrase this next part of what I say here. As an airline pilot, I have to go to the doctor quite a bit, and my health is directly tied to my career. And so I almost have like a cagey relationship with doctors, and that I certainly don't hold anything back, but I also don't necessarily volunteer any more information than is asked of me, and that can sometimes work to your detriment. It would have probably been better if we'd have gotten started on this whole thing earlier rather than later. But I'm very optimistic about my prognosis, and if anybody else out there has has anything lingering that they're concerned about with their health, I would highly recommend going to a medical professional and having it checked out. Anyhow, that's the gist of my video today. I know it's kind of a downer, but I just wanted to bring everybody in the loop on what's going on in my life. I hope everybody has a great day, and I look forward to talking to everybody soon. Take care.